Now, from the full-time MBA program is David Nielsen, candidate for the MBA.
Thank you. About a month ago, my oldest son, Gavin, who's in the audience with us today, he came to me with a homework assignment. Now, as all second graders are required, he was to choose a dinosaur and build a diorama. You remember those? Now, we've both done our fair share of homework assignments over the last 2 years, and I thought I was on the home stretch. I wasn't too excited to do yet another AMR field study type project. But as I'd become so accustomed to working in groups, Gavin and I decided to tackle it together. So he pulled out his paper mache, and I opened up my PowerPoint and Excel spreadsheet, and we were off. Now, Gavin chose the Ankylosaurus, a fascinating Tri-Jurassic. It's supremely well-armored with spikes and an impenetrable quasi-exoskeleton bone shield. It was truly the Abrams tank of its day. Cool, so nothing could kill it, huh, Dad? He says. Well, no, not really, son. Well, then why don't we see any Ankylosaurs today? Bet it was a dino swine flu, huh? Well, no, Gavin, but supposedly there was this meteor that smacked the Earth that was the size of Michael Jackson's fan club about 65 million years ago. And it shot a plume of ash and dust deep into the mesosphere, grounding several thousand pteranodons and other forms of air traffic all over Eurasia. Prehistoric commerce was disrupted. Local ecologies were devastated. Oh yeah, Dad. Just like Mount Eyjafjallajökull in Iceland. My teacher taught us about volcanoes during sharing time. So what happened? He says. Well, you see, Gavin, now pay attention, highly levered non-gatherers, they couldn't de-lever their short positions vis-a-vis the predatory lenders fast enough in order to keep the whole food chain from unraveling. And then the incoming meteor fund, or IMF, they did what they could to help bail out the Greek dinosaurs. But look, they were just too big. So they failed. Failed to consume their freezing assets as global food cooled. Most just sat around blaming Goldmanosaurus Sachs and waiting for the ecology to warm up again. So they died, Gavin. And with a sudden bite of soberness, he said, well, you won't let that happen again, will you, Dad? Well, we do what we can, or rather, we do what we think we should. But you know, from that crisis came a fantastic opportunity. I mean, mammals could flourish, competing, evolving, regulating each other. And from the ankylosaurs come fossil fuels, which, if not shamefully spilt over hectares of ocean, power our industrial and information revolutions, giving us new meanings of freedom, discovery, and exploration even beyond the planet. So you see, Gavin, in a very strange way, crises can be good if we can but see the opportunity. And there it ended, my conversation with Gavin. But there it began. I knew I hadn't turned on the home stretch. There would never be a home stretch. There's far too much to do and much to teach. And so I taught my son, as my parents taught me, as John Wooden taught all of us, that some challenges are like meteors, attacking us from without. Some, perhaps, are like eruptions, shutting us down from within. And if these challenges are too big for you to not fail, what will you do next? Mother Nature does her best to preserve us against such dangers, but none of us are fully immune, despite our business school training, our bright-eyed prospects, or our bone shield exoskeletons. Some of us, even in this audience, may be struck with unemployment. Others of us may erupt with illness, but take hope. Because always in the midst of crisis is a class of 2010, full of Mother Nature's most noble servants, who will employ the unemployed, who will find the cures, who will manage the unmanaged, and who will save this planet from itself, if they can. And when the ash of financial failure dissipates, when the debris of healthcare reform gets sorted, when the plumes of Iceland slow, and when the dust we become after our lives are spent settles, we will have a few things of permanence to admit to the fossil record for this age. First, we leave behind the structure of who we have become, an upright, cranial people with all races living in common, sharing staples across continents, and rebuilding each other's habitats in Haiti and Chile and elsewhere. Second, we leave behind vast reserves of knowledge that become like pure energy, fossil fuels, for those who will drill to find it. Let us hope they harvest it wisely and use it more sustainably than we have. And let us hope that they learn faster than we that we are all dependent on the sun for life. And whether it be by the never-failing light of that sun, or by the borrowed light of our goodly parents, or by the tuition-purchased light of our worthy faculty, or by the growing light that is placed in each one of us, let us endeavor together to let our lights so shine before men that they may see our good works, that shadow and dust, whether from meteor or from volcano, from without or from within, might not cool our habitat to ice. And in the meantime, while we yet have breath, let us make of our crises fantastic opportunities. Opportunities to render our world as Eden, to secure the next meaning of freedom, to explore what we have yet to look for, and to grow closer to the loved ones we still have. We are here. This is our time. We have evolved, and we have thick skins. Family, friends, and fellow graduates of UCLA Anderson 2010, welcome to the next age. Thank you.